Summer is finally upon us. Personally, this is my favourite time. It's nice and warm outside. Getting ready to leave the house while wearing some of the coolest outfits has never been easier. Sun and blue skies make people happy almost by default, and everybody is out there planning to have the best time of the year with their family and friends. And as a teacher myself, I get to enjoy the entire summer break away from work. But not everybody's as lucky when it comes to the amount of free time they have, and summer can also represent a uniquely stressful time. A sensitive balancing act of work and daily duty versus the need to create the perfect summer of new memories and experiences for their little ones. This is the reason why we at Wondershare FamiSafe had decided to help families, you guys, with this problem and offer parents all around the world a survival guide to the summer holidays. We'll look at 5 steps to follow to make this time not only easy on you, but also as efficient and enjoyable as possible. And I realise that most of you guys may recognise FamiSafe as an application designed to help parents safeguard their children from cyber threats. But for us, it's so much more. Family safety and happiness matter most, and this is why we want to help you to have the best summer possible. By the way, if you are new here and decided to stay for the ride and subscribe, don't forget to press the bell too so that you don't miss out on any future content with us. Alright, so one of the most crucial steps to take is to plan and prepare. Just like with anything in life, preparation is key. Whether you have 6 or 10 weeks of holiday, the best option is to prepare. So print off a calendar if you haven't done so already and start planning. Now, to make planning as easy as possible, first figure out when and where you're going on holiday. Which days or weeks can you book off work? When are your family members or friends available to help? Once you lay everything out, you'll find that your stress you felt looking at all those days ahead will lessen. Now, my pro tip would be to do this as soon as possible. As much as we would love to have the entire summer to ourselves and our loved ones, not everyone can afford to stay off work for months. Many parents have to work during the summer holidays, and so this calls for creativity in childcare department. Obviously, for many of you out there, grandparents pop into the mind first, but many families don't have that luxury for one reason or another. So another option is to ask around the schoolyard to see if you can arrange any playdates with any other parents. Or maybe you have a friend that works from home and is willing to help out. These days, since the pandemic, many parents have transitioned to work from home, and its option is now more available than before. And to be honest, any parent who has to work from home will probably appreciate having other kids around. As we all know, contrary to the popular belief, the more children in a group, the easier it is for them to entertain themselves. And unlike siblings who can sometimes argue every 3 minutes, once you throw a few friends into the mix, many of them are at their best behaviour. And if you're stuck for support, how about finding a summer camp or summer school that you know your child would love? The most dreaded words that a parent can hear are, "I'm bored," especially if it follows hours of entertainment, so be ready for it. So why not challenge them to come up with their activities and pop them into the boredom jar? That way you can encourage them to dip into the jar every time boredom raises its ugly head, and voila, there will be an activity that they have to do. Just be sure to limit their screen time. You don't want them to have to spend the entire summer in front of the TV or playing console games. If your summer holiday involves a few long drives, challenge yourself never to hear the words, "Are we there yet?" Believe it or not, it is possible. With snacks, books, card games, and even the trusty tablet and earphones, you can get through the longest of journeys stress-free. Arm yourself with a few games, sing-alongs, movies, and their favourite soundtracks, and you'll be laughing. And if anything else fails, make sure to plan stops along the journey. Sometimes it's much more fun to take a long way and plan interesting places to stop than to take the fastest route possible. If anything, it is a great start to your holiday, getting your kids into the adventure more and seeing new things even before they arrive at the planned destination. While planning and preparation are key to survival, leaving room for spontaneity is key to making magical memories. Don't worry too much about the days where you don't have plans, as these are often the times where you come up with activities to do just because. Not every single day has to follow a certain schedule routine. The last thing you want is for your kid or even you to feel like this time is a chore or full of predictable monotony. So instead of planning every single moment, account the spontaneous water fights in the garden or turning your living room into the den for a movie night. All of these moments of unplanned fun can end up being the moments that will be remembered most and often forever. Just look at your own life and the moments you remembered and you treasure the most. Now, what happens at the end of summer when you have to get your kids back into the daily routine of school? My suggestion is to start preparing them a few weeks beforehand. This can be a big upheaval for them, both emotionally as well as physically. I think talking to your children first about getting back to school is key to setting them up emotionally for it. Don't diminish their anxiety over the changes and try to be upbeat and positive for them. Get them involved in preparing their back to school supplies and show them their new schedule in classes. Try and getting them excited about the new year. Next, start trying an earlier bedtime and waking up each time every day, maybe just 15 minutes earlier every few days. Get out of the house early in the day to get them used to getting ready on time and prepare them for being back in classroom with lots of other kids. Maybe you could schedule some daytime summer classes or join a large group for some fun activities. Before you know it, they'll be more ready than you are to get back to school. Alright guys, that's all for today. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to let us know by pressing the like button. If this is something you are interested in and would love to hear more helpful tips on similar topics, let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. It helps us grow and work on even more helpful content for the future. And I almost forgot, if you are new here, don't forget to check out our playlist. I have no doubt you'll find a lot of useful bingeable content there too, including topics about screen time control, web filters, or explicit content detection, which incidentally are some of the main features we at FamiSafe specialise in. Screen time for your kids will certainly be unavoidable this summer, so knowing how to best manage their time and protect them from harm is certainly something to be mindful of. Until next time, bye.